So if you made it this far, this is the off-tangent section, and I heard you say 2 things for love.
Did I say that? Yeah, 2 things for love. Do it and never give up.
Do it again.
And
okay. Hustle, loyalty, respect.
God, WWE, I feel so bad for them.
Yeah, they don't have any...
they don't have anyone.
They don't have anybody left.
They're like the freaking not Chicago Bulls. They were like freaking the Cleveland Cavaliers during the finals. The only person they have is LeBron James. And even so, WWE's LeBron James, namely Big Match John Cena, is out of the picture as well, as he is injured.
Yeah.
So it sucks to be them. Like, Taker has a concussion, I think. Brock Lesnar's contract's being negotiated. Randy Orton is injured. John Cena is injured. Seth Rollins had an MCL, ACL, and all that broken stuff. Like, they don't have anyone.
Yes.
He's injured as hell. So, so Jesus Christ, everybody's injured. Like, the person, I mean, that's why John and I were at our Telegram page. We're like, okay, we're speculating who could be the replacement, and I wanted to be John Cena for a heel turn, but he's injured. So,
yeah, and well, the thing about a John Cena heel turn is, Martin actually talked about this, and I'm hoping he brings it up on that wrestling podcast that he eventually
plans
comes
to
up
do
with.
So.
Yeah, because like we were talking about a John Cena heel turn, and like as much as the Smarks would absolutely love a John Cena heel turn, and personally I'd love a John Cena heel turn because he's actually never really been a heel, right?
Yeah.
It's like
it's not gonna sell T-shirts. That's the biggest problem.
It's not going to bring in the kids.
Yeah. The kids would feel betrayed.
Right?
The kids would feel betrayed. Their hero, Big Match John Cena, just did something wrong. That's why there was a YouTube page I always watch about wrestling. What Culture WWE What Culture Wrestling, I think. Where they have a show called How WWE Should Have Booked. It's pretty much fan fiction. Yeah. And he's explaining how he would have booked a certain angle because he's a smartass. That's his actual line. What a great show. What I like, one of my favorite episodes of his, when he booked the John Cena heel turn, where he said that the only way where John Cena... We're going
to be spoiling that, huh?
Huh? What?
We're going to be spoiling it, by the way, so if anybody wants to...
He will go to greater detail, but his only way, and here's why people will watch it, for John Cena to go do a heel turn is when he defeats Undertaker, which isn't gonna happen anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's not that they as far as I'm concerned, they squandered his streak on Brock Lesnar, and that was sort of what that guy was saying as well, right? Like the way for John Cena to turn heel is to screw over the dead man,
screw over Undertaker
at WrestleMania.
Yeah, probably for me that would have been, I would have clapped if they pulled that off, and if John Cena pulled that off, because all the work will be in his part. Yeah,
but again, like it's not
gonna sell T-shirts.
Not appealing to the kids.
Yeah, it's not gonna sell T-shirts.
I don't think it's about the T-shirts.
No, I mean that's my way of saying. That's my way of saying it's gonna be bad for business.
Yeah, but I'm going to bring this to comic books, right? Because, 2 things that you're currently pretty into. Oh, it's raining. 2 things that you're currently into, right? Comic books and wrestling. They have, like, the opposite
I'm such a nerd.
problems.
Comic books and wrestling? Jesus Christ. Sorry. How nerdy can I get? Go ahead.
Yeah. But their problems are sort of the opposite of each other, I think, right? Like with sports entertainment, quote unquote, like arguably their content is suffering because you no longer have like that Attitude Era insanity, right? Like there's not very much blood anymore or whatever. But then the Attitude Era was sort of kind of weird as well, right? Because it was like that extreme 90s, like Spawn, Todd McFarlane, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like it did lose a lot of edge once it entered the PG era, because and that was, you see what it did there, because they don't have Adam Copeland anymore. No,
what?
They lost edge. They lost their edge.
Hello.
Edge. Anyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He was a really good heel.
One of the best.
Right, but so you can say that their programming is suffering because of things like you don't have a face of the company, because John Cena, like there's no space for a John Cena heel turn because you have to cater to the kids, which is sort of the thing with comic books. Is a lot of the stories that are coming out in comic books now are all 13 plus, like with the mainstream comics, right? It's all 13 plus, I think. DC, Marvels are all 13 plus, and a lot of the best books on Image are 18 plus, right? Like there's that book Sex Criminals, which it's an amazing book, but you're not gonna get kids reading comic books.
Yeah.
So
that's why it's bad for business.
You have edgy content, but you don't have a sustainable business model. But the WWE has a sustainable business model, but a really boring program.
That's their problem. That is their problem. And and the thing is, their problem is they're selling merchandise, but they're not selling ratings. They're not selling the network properly. So, and again, What Culture made a video on it. Is the PG era bad for WWE? And I agree with him that it is not. What's bad with WWE right now is their bad writing.
Well, yeah, I guess.
And that's true for anything. For comics, everybody hated One More Day. Why? Bad writing. Because it didn't follow what Spider-Man truly is. Why are we disappointed with Undertaker's defeat? Because all that heritage was not brought properly or carried properly by Brock Lesnar. Why? Because the guy is a part-timer. Yeah, he's a beast, but he's a part-timer. Like, you don't see him dominate on anyone else. Like, what happened right after WrestleMania was a feud with a Seth Rollins quick feud, and then jumped to Undertaker right back again because they realized it's too soft. And don't get me started with the so-called Divas Revolution. It's just, oh my god. It's awful.
Let's not go there, man, because like
it's so freaking
that's an entire
awful.
can of worms. Yeah, the patriarchy.
But I guess the thing with the Divas Revolution is that, I mean, they push for that because they saw how TNA is like getting. TNA is a whole of a lot better with writing because they're just concentrating on story arc. They're just making.
But didn't TNA get like cancelled and stuff?
Huh? No, it's not TNA. Why am I saying TNA? NXT. TNA. Yeah. TNA is not cancelled. They didn't get renewed for their TV deal. Okay. So TNA is still gonna happen, but it's not gonna be aired.
Oh, okay.
And well, NXT on the other hand, the writing of NXT is a hell of a lot simpler because when you look at all the NXT matchups, it's always an asshole heel going up against a face who is actually, I'd say Sami Zayn is like a John Cena light, although people would think that's blasphemous. Like someone who's hardworking and persevering and a gung-ho type of guy. Yeah.
Loyal, respect.
Yeah,
loyalty,
something like that. Who goes against someone who's a gigantic asshole. So that's basic storyline. And then you want to see them fight in the ring. And they did that for their female wrestlers. Not because they're female, but let's put personalities. Let's treat them as let's treat them as characters. Not just as, hey, we have female wrestlers. So,
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, let's not go there, but
because
yeah, I know.
Oh man.
But it's simple as that.
Because I am not a feminist.
Me too.
In like the postmodern sense of the word.
Me too.
But I really do hate it that 21st century society objectifies women.
Yeah. I mean, for Christ's sake, I'm a photographer. Whenever guys saw a girl holding a camera, like their automatic instinct is, get to know that person. Or not even, like, just snide catcall remarks. And if I go to a freaking car show, I know the women are there to be, like, to sell the cars and display themselves, but they're more interested, the photographers are more interested in the girls than the cars. So it's like, sucks.
I find that really trippy, though.
What?
Because, like, if you were, because, like, if, let's see, hardware porn, right? Like, you have all of these, like, really fucking amazing, like, laptops and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or, say in like, in my case, you have, like, some of the best guitars in the world, right? And they're all sort of lined up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter how hot a girl you put in front of those guitars, I'm still going to be looking at the guitars.
TGS game show,
I'd be like,
when they
"Excuse me."
launch, the Tokyo Game Show, when they launched the 3DS, what they did was hook up the 3DSs to the girls.
Yeah, but it's like, if I guess it's because like the photographers aren't car buffs. Because if you were a car buff and you had all of those,
yeah, you'd probably be
and you
entertained.
had all of those women there, you'd be like, "Excuse me, ma'am, I would like to see the Ferrari, please."
No, I mean, here's my opinion about it. You'd be entertained that there's a woman in there, but, oh hey, can you move aside a bit? It's nice to look at you, but this is beautiful. Something like that. Which kind of happened to me. There was a promo girl, oh sir, would you like to try, this, she hasn't even finished her sentence. I grabbed the like off her hands, like, let me use this now. But then again, I have a girlfriend, so I have like lids that I only see, so, I'm always cautious with my moves. Yeah. So,
yeah, but you know what I mean, right? No matter how, if it's something that, you're interested in, if it's like a hardware porn thing, they're like, it doesn't matter how hot the girl is, right?
Yeah, gear porn, if that really is what you want, like, oh my god, that's a nice set of brooms. Move aside, cleaning lady. Is that a bad example? I think that's a bad example. I think that was offensive. It's the first thing that popped into my head, and when I was going there, like, no turning back. Go all in on the joke and hit that punchline properly hit that punchline. It's like a steel chair to the face. Which they don't do anymore.
Why do you guys like stuff that sucks?
What? Why do guys like stuff that sucks?
No, I was listening to the last Bodega Nights episode. Like, I wasn't on there, so like, why do you guys like stuff that sucks? I was listening to it and I'm like, no. If something sucks, like, and it sucks,
no, you just rationalize.
You can't like something. You can't like something that you think sucks unironically.
No, I mean, that's why I attached myself during that episode. I attached myself to the, so that I won't regret the money and the time I spent. I just rather like it.
Yeah, but like, I actually did like some thinking about it. Right? Like, if I know that something sucks, I'm not going to...
Yeah, I'm going to walk out. Say it's a movie, right?
Yeah.
If it's a bad book, I'm going to drop that book. Like, right now, I'm...
Yeah, but then if something...
Yeah.
Right, but then, like, if something objectively sucks, but I like it, I'm not going to say the thing sucks. I'm going to say the thing is freaking awesome.
Because it's not sucky, because you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I have a weird relationship with freaking Divergent. It sucks, but I like it. Or I guess it sucks because other people think it sucks. And I'm becoming a sheep by saying it sucks as well, but I actually absolutely like it.
Say what you want about episode 3.
Jar Jar Binks is my hero.
Oh, man.
Saved so many Gungans, that guy. He saved Gungans. He was a good leader.
I rewatched episode 2. I rewatched episode 2, and that movie is horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. Like,
it's like sand, very coarse.
I don't like, I don't know what it is. Like, I was trying to rationalize like Hayden Christensen's. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to rationalize his really bad acting. Like, maybe he's just trained to be a Brechtian actor, and like the objective of Brechtian acting is not to act, right?
And you know what's sad about Hayden Christensen?
He's actually a really good actor.
Exactly.
Right?
That's so sad.
He's really good. But then, Natalie Portman is also really good. Like in the Thor movies, she's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like in that movie, you put them together, like, oh.
What the? Well, for me, Natalie Portman's best performance was Leon the Professional. And he was what? She was what, 11? So...
She was also really good in that movie with the girl from That 70s Show in it, Black Swan.
Black Swan, yeah, where she won the award.
Yeah, she was also really good in that. But I really don't know what happened with episode 2, man. Like, you know, you can have bad material, but then like good actors can save bad material.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah, because bad material is okay. Like, bad material, fine, but then if you have really good actors, you can still make it watchable.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, again, you will find the redeeming factor and milk that redeeming factor for all it's worth. But if there's absolutely zero things about it, I guess what I blame is society likes to glorify rage. Glorify that, like, hyperbole that, oh, I'm more angrier than you.
Yeah.
That's why you have your Yahtzees. That's why you have your angry nerds, angry gaming, video game nerd, whoever. That's why you have those types. That's why you have who's Bach's favorite contrarian movie critic? The movie critic who said Transformers was genius.
Yeah. I know.
Bach always
about,
like, oh, that guy sucks, blah blah. So you know, because it's on trend to hate on things when it would actually be nice for the planet Earth if we try to understand why a person likes said thing, and if we don't like it, let's be happy for the people who does like some of the things that you don't.
You do you and let me do me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Doot, doot, doot.
Also loyalty, respect.
Exactly, all of those things are the values that was needed for like human society.
Missing in the world. I actually did like the hand gesture.
Make some noise. Which is why I don't mind. John Cena, if my kid likes John Cena, by all means. I just have to explain to him that the 5-knuckle shuffle is wanking.
John Cena is pretty good.
Yeah, just have to explain that the 5-knuckle shuffle.
You don't see him half the time.
Yeah, wanking. Let's end it there.
What?
Wait, where do we end it? Did you hear me say that
I don't know.
5-knuckle shuffle is about wanking? And I have to explain that to my kid?
No.
Because I don't mind if my kid likes John Cena. As long as I have to explain to him that the 5-knuckle shuffle is a short term for wanking.
Well, you don't have to worry about your kids, like, you know.
Wanking?
Yeah, because they won't be able to see him anyway.
Yeah, I mean, by the time they hit their teens,
they still won't be able to see him.
Depends if he hustles enough. Or if he's loyal to Vince McMahon and he earns the respect, they might finally see him.
My God. So the thing is, we've been recording for like an hour and a half, and I'm thinking, like, let's just release this. Like, the second part of the Off Tangent section is a Bodega Nights episode. Because we have nothing for Wednesday.
And I have to leave. Because, like, yeah, let's just put this as like an Off Tangent episode. And the title is
Toot Toot Toot. What?
Toot Toot Toot. God, I love his entrance. It's so bad. His entrance music is so bad. Although I prefer World Life, basic thugonomics.
Yeah, that was pretty. Oh, dude, do you remember when John Cena had neon like shorts?
Yeah.
Like at the very early days, like,
yeah,
he had those neon shorts. That was his shtick.
Yeah, and then he has chains and all that. No, well, because of the chain gang. But yeah, there was a time that God, John Cena. I miss him rapping. I wish he rapped.
The neon shorts was before the chain gang thing.
Yeah, although I really do miss John Cena was still rapping.
He recently did a rap for something, right?
Sure. It just rhymes.
Alright. Yeah.
I still find it trippy that he's probably one of the few wrestlers I know that sang their own entrance music. That's a good trivia game for Martin. You should ask him that. Martin, at the top of your head, who are wrestlers? Give us 5 wrestlers who sang their entrance music.
Are there 5 wrestlers that sang their entrance music?
I don't know. From the top of my head, I could come up with John Cena. Shawn Michaels. Who else? There are...
Alright, so Martin, give us 3 more.
It's John Cena, Shawn Michaels. I'm from there. I don't know anyone else. I'm surprised. Well, because Y2J's entrance was before he became Y2J. He became before the band. Who else sang their own entrance? Because Triple H is not. Yeah, Triple H.
Motorhead, right?
Is Motorhead.
Motorhead. His entrance music is like Motorhead or something.
Oh, Big Show. Is it Big Show? Did Big Show sing his own entrance? But yeah,
I really haven't watched wrestling in a long time.
I actually don't watch it religiously. I watch it because I watch a lot of... I know a lot of stuff because I read the news, wrestling news, and Botchamania, and WhatCulture.com. Those are my resources for wrestling, not the actual show. But if there's a pay-per-view, I try to catch up the pay-per-view because that's the main point. That's where the stories culminate.
Yeah.
Big Show entrance, music, singer. If it's still Big Show, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because he's big and showy.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, I think, well, based on this YouTube video, Big Show sings his own theme. It seems, no, it's probably, no, who sings, okay, no, it's not Big Show. Who sings Big Show's it? But yeah, would be nice if Martin come out with 3 more.
That's a listicle.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe the 5 people who the 5 wrestlers who sing their own their own entrance music.
Number 3 blew my mind. What was it? The Greek philosopher Listicles.
Listicles.
Who tells us of the 5 reasons about human... I don't know. 5 reasons Plato was wrong.
5 reasons Plato was wrong. 1, he's dead.
Well, the Republic would have been a really awful place to live. If you actually read his treatise, it would be a terrible place to live. Yeah. The Republic. It's like a eugenics program.
What? Where did that come from?
How are you supposed to get the philosopher king? If anybody has potential, take them away from their parents.
Yeah.
And have them hang out with other potential philosopher kings. Same thing happens with their military. It was like a... What was it? If you look at the Spartans, they were an example of how to... eugenics, man. That's what that's what the Spartans were, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just...
Now imagine that on the level of an entire state. That was the Republic, according to Plato. His ideal world, or his ideal republic, was a terrible place to live in.
That's...
if you actually sit down and read it.
So, do you mean to say the Republic has more ties closer to National Socialism than...
It reads a lot like how you would imagine
Nazi Germany.
It's like the Communist Manifesto. Yeah, yeah. It's a terrible place to live in because you yank your kids away from their parents and stuff, and from the very beginning you're trained to be soldiers or whatever. You know? Yeah.
It's not my ideal society.
It was a pretty terrible society, man. But like,
yeah, I'm saying, capitalism all the way.
Although that whole allegory of the cave thing gave us the Matrix, so like, why not?
Well, we could have been okay with just one Matrix, but there were two others. Just confused everything.
Yeah. What was that thing that the Matrix outside of the Matrix wasn't really like the outside of the Matrix because it was like the Matrix within the Matrix or something. It was like a Metatrix.
Metatrix. It's like a good cereal brand.
Metatrix with a picture of Keanu Reeves in sunglasses, like on the
Kids,
cover or on the box.
Eat your Metatrix. Take the blue Metatrix. For whoa, I know Kung Fu. Whoa. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Do. Whoa.
God, I find him so funny, man. He's pretty much the same in like everything he does, right?
But I respect the guy.
Yeah, man. Hustle, loyalty, respect.
Exactly.
He was in get this, man. He was in a Shakespeare. Was one of Kenneth Branagh's Shakespeare's. Not Taming of the Shrew. It was Much Ado About Nothing, and he was the villain, like Don John or something, and he was exactly the same. Still that like stiff. No, still taking his acting chops from a block of wood. Like,
but yeah, the guy has been through so many things. I respect him.
Yeah, man. There's that thing about him on the subway.
Yeah.
Right, there's that picture that went around Facebook. He's like, a dude on the subway.
Simple guy. Oh, incidentally, let's go a bit to gaming. Have you checked out anything about StarCraft 2? Because apparently they already released Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Facebook actually of like Jaedong and Flash Legacy of the Void release. It's like, oh, where's Bisu? He's playing Brood War. But like, oh, it could have been a really awesome picture. But yeah, dude, there's a picture of Jaedong and Flash Legacy of the Void. Apparently, they have lurkers again.
Oh shit!
Like lurkers are now back in multiplayer. So, although like I'm not sure if they still have the stop lurker trick.
Oh,
because that was like one of the most amazing things about those Brood War games, right? Like the TVZs were just amazing because of the potential for stop lurkers, but I don't know if that micro trick still exists.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Incidentally, before I move away from the topic, because I have no idea with Legacy of the Void, and I think StarCraft 2 like fizzled out, so it's just the hardcore fans that are into it.
Yeah,
and more
or less.
Yeah, I just really want a Brood War HD remake now that StarCraft 2 is done.
Yeah, it's kind of due for that, huh?
Yeah, it
because
is.
That's the.
Because now that StarCraft 2 is done, they just need to do the HD remake, and from then, hopefully, Kespa or Blizzard
will save esports.
Yeah, Brood War save esports once again. But let's go back to technology a bit. Let me read the specs of this new Neo laptop to you that they just released. It says the Neo Shift N81 dual platform technology. It is a quad-core processor, Intel 1.3 gigahertz chip, and here is the most 2 gigabyte DDR, 32 gig flash storage, micro HDMI, micro USB, micro SD, dual camera. Here's the most it's a hybrid, so it's touchscreen as well. Here's the most interesting part. It's Windows 10 and Android 4.4.
Wait.
Exactly. I have no idea what this is.
Wait, what processor are they using?
Z3735F.
Wait, no. That's no, because if it's an x86 chip, or if it's an x86 chip, unless they're running Android x86, which is more of a curiosity than an operating system. Like I don't see it working.
I have no idea what this thing means, or I sincerely have no idea how it will work, to be honest. So like no, I have no idea, but that's why I'm so curious about it. And the first thing that popped into my head is, can I put Linux on it? And I'm not sure if Linux already has hybrids.
Yeah, dude, it looks pretty. You notice how fat how fat Ubuntu's like side thingy is? The sidebar of Unity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, the Shift N1.
Yeah, N81 or something. It's weird. It's really weird.
Shift N81 N81
Neo Shift N81 or N1. Yeah, that one. N1.
Yeah, I don't see anything that says it runs Android.
Mm.
Oh, it's a dual boot tablet. Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
So it's simple as that. It's a dual boot tablet.
Yeah. But then what version of Android is it running though?
4.4.
Does Android
4.4.
Yeah. But then is it Android x86, which is, like I said, more of a curiosity than it is an operating system, or does Android have an official x86 port that is blessed by Google?
I have no idea. That is why I'm so curious about that machine. And it's currently on sale. Just like when I bought my tablet from Neo 4 years ago now, it was currently on sale. So, because I'm entertaining the possibility that my tablet might not be salvaged, which means I'll have a new hard drive, but I mean, I'm gonna miss the netbook. I keep saying tablet. I'm gonna miss the netbook. If such is the case, I need to buy a new one.
Yeah. You should be able to install like a Linux distro on it theoretically. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
If there's one thing we know about Linux is that it runs on everything.
Yeah. Should be manageable. But we'll see. We shall see. For now, I'm still looking like for a notebook or a laptop. Something very mobile that I could bring anywhere and put Linux on it.
There's there are still netbooks out there.
Yeah, or I could do what you did and just get a MacBook Air and put Linux on it, because I think that's a good setup.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah,
to be honest. You know, it isn't like a great seamless experience.
Because you're still dual booting.
Well, I barely use like the OS X partition. Like I primarily use it as a Linux machine, but you know, it's it's pretty much a Linux machine that sort of has this thing in it that we don't talk about. But it's just, it isn't a seamless experience, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. If it doesn't work for you.
And it depends on the model.
Yeah.
It also depends on the model that you have, because not all MacBooks have the same set of hardware.
So we're gonna say, because not all MacBooks are created equal.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, the older ones really suck. The newer ones really suck. But then once you get into that middle, like, they're all pretty good with Linux, you know. I do know that there are, like, netbooks out there.
Yeah. And I'll try to secure one sooner or later. But for now, live with what we have.
Hustle.
Loyalty. And respect. So, yeah. Doot, 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 doot. I should use that as my ringtone. Doot, 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 doot.
Not the actual song, just you going doot, 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 doot.